Hey guys, Hastings here, and welcome to episode 5 of Mods On. I'm changing things up slightly this week. As you can see, I'm standing in front of a Rusty Rebel, big off-road four-wheel drive thing. Last week with the Massacre, although it was very fast, it had a very small gain. Now, as this is pretty slow, I'm wondering if that means that this one will have a very big gain. So I'm going to go do a warm-up lap, and I will catch up with you for the first flying lap. And yeah, I'm live coming it again this week, so I will see you very shortly. Okay, as we approach our first lap, I've had a bit of a mare on the warm-up lap. It was a bit accident-filled, as it were. Yeah, this isn't particularly easy to drive. The brakes aren't particularly good. It's not particularly responsive, and as soon as you clip anything, because of the size of the wheels and the ground clearance, it goes flying. So that's something gonna have to watch out for. Yeah. One thing I want to talk about with this car is the fact that there's a clean version, which is brilliant. The fact that you get a clean version as well. You know, I'd love to have a clean version, but it doesn't have any of the decent upgrades. You'll see when I bring out my personal one that I've got the big Baja conversion thing, not the one with the spare wheel showing, but with the big truck bed thing on it. It like covers the back of the car, and I think that looks really awesome. I would love to be able to have that as a clean version. Oh look, I clipped the bail there and nothing happened. Yeah, that's decent. But yeah, why can the Rusty Rebel have upgrades that the nice one can't? Surely, if anything, the nice one should have more upgrades. But it's just stupid. But yeah, obviously there's no difference in them. Well, I don't think there's any difference in them performance-wise. Ooh, I've got that very wrong. But I just don't understand why they can't have exactly the same upgrades. When you look at, like, I'm trying to think what else there is. I was going to say about the Sentinel, but that's actually got different upgrades to the convertible and hardtop version as well, hasn't it? I can't think of another example of a car that's got like exactly the same upgrades. Not that I know for 100% sure anyway. But oh, my days have run a bit wide there. It's alright, we bounced off, we'll carry on. Yeah, this thing does have quite a lot of understeer, which I like, got around that hairpin quite well. But yeah, this seems to be a common theme that everything really understeers, which is not something I was expecting to find out. You may have noticed that one of those bails in the chicane was a bit deformed. That may have been one of the areas that I crashed on the warm-up lap. But yet again, for the standard car in the live com episodes, that's 2 laps in a row without really any incident. I guess I bounced off a barrier, but that's not a huge deal. 2 bites of the cherry on the turn in there. I turned it a little bit early and I thought I was going to hit the tyre bundle. And coming across the bridge again, and this bit, the amount of times I said it, it's boring, but it's where the car's going to have most of its gain, probably. I mean, I'm really interested to see how this thing will do as we take to the off-road section. This car doesn't mind, it's a big off-road car. I really do like this car. I've no idea why. It's just like big, powerful. It's like a pickup truck, but it's not. I don't know. I can't explain it. I just do like this car. And once again, I'll have to apologise for repeating myself because the amount of times that I've said I like this car already in just 5 minutes is probably too many times. See if we can go any quicker through the chicane. Crikey, I thought I was going to clip a bail then. There's like a few times I've clipped a bail, I think like going round it with the front wheel and then just clipping it with the rear wheel, and it just sort of like hops over it and it doesn't make any difference. But on the warm-up lap I found if I clip it with the front end, it does tend to absolutely send me flying. Oh my days. Very quick through the first chicane there. And that put me in a terrible position for the next little section. I used the handbrake and it slowed me right down. I lost all my momentum. So I have a feeling this, just because of that, because of the amount of time it takes to get over that bridge up into this hairpin, that it won't be a very quick lap because of that. And it really doesn't like that hairpin. It does like to go out onto the grass though. So, not surprised, big off-road car likes to go onto the dirt. But not the fastest way around the corner, that's for sure. That was a nice line through there. That was much better than we've done before. Can we get a decent run into a hairpin as well? Yeah, that was actually pretty decent. I thought I was going to run to the barriers there. I find it quite weird how different cars just randomly struggle with different corners. This one's struggling with the hairpin at the end of the bridge, but it's fine through... Oh my days, that was... Oh my days! I thought I'd got away with it there. Okay, I'll catch up with you for the next lap. Yes, so as we come on to the last lap, I was just saying it's quite weird how different cars struggle with different corners. Oh my god! Spun it, carry on, keep going. I've got more to say. Okay, that was interesting, to say the least. Not quite as spectacular as last week's barrel roll, but spectacular in its own right anyway. But yeah, the way that this car seems to generally be okay with that first chicane, apart from on this lap, obviously. But then it really rather struggles with this corner here, and I'm probably going to get it really well. Yeah, did it really well now I've said that. But it generally seems to be struggling there. Some cars struggle through this S-bend. This has got no problem. I guess that's maybe because it's slower. Some cars struggle with this corner here. This one does as well. Oh my god! Oh my god! I kind of can't carry on now. So I've messed up that lap as well. Not too bad of a run with the standard car, but I will catch up with you for the fully upgraded cars laps very shortly. Okay, I'm back with my fully upgraded Rebel, and you can see the bed cap that I was talking about in just a minute ago, and I'm annoyed that you can't have that on the fully upgraded, or when you upgrade the non-rusty version. But yeah, I'll go do the warm-up lap and I will catch up with you in just a sec. Okay guys, let's get on to the first flying lap and see what this fully upgraded version can do. How's it going to cope with the first... Yeah, very nice through the first chicane, that's the one. But yeah, same with the standard version. And I was trying to explain before I kept crashing that it's really weird how different cars seem to like different corners and struggle at others. It may be my driving on the day, but I'm inclined to think it is the characteristic of the car that does sort of affect it, if what only slightly. For example, that S-bend, this car's got absolutely no problem with it, but I think it was one of the muscle cars that was really struggling through there. Again, with that corner, this one tends to struggle through there, but I think it was maybe the Sultan or the Massacro had absolutely zero issues through there. No, it wasn't the Sultan, so I kept clipping in the Sultan. But the Massacro had no problems through there whatsoever. But this chicane is generally... Bloody hell, that was a big spin. I'll catch up with you for the next lap. Okay, we're on the next lap. I slightly zoned out there. I didn't realise that I was meant to be commentating. Sorry for that. Yeah, I was trying to say that the final chicane there is an outlier to the fact that some cars like some corners and some don't, because every single car that I've driven so far struggles through that chicane. Or maybe it's just me that struggles with that chicane. It's not the nicest of corners. Or I guess yeah, it is a corner. It's a... Oh my days! Carry on. Keep going. Oh, let's hope we can climb up the hill and carry on. But no, I can't quite do that. So that's another accident for the fully upgraded Rebel. I'll get back to the start and see you for the next lap. Okay, as we come on to the third lap, run very wide, so I had a wide exit to the start of this lap. And I cannot remember for the life of me what I was talking about just a second ago. So I hope I didn't sort of leave anything open-ended. If I did, I apologise, and I may sort of finish up in the comments section. But yeah, I don't think I left anything unsaid. So we'll just move on and hope that this Rebel can get a full lap in without crashing this time, or whether I can get a full lap in with the Rebel without crashing. Yeah, the first time that I'd struggled with that S-bend, but I guess I just got a bad line through there, because as you can see on this lap, it was fine through there. It was pretty decent through that corner as well. So I had a relatively good start to the lap, but the first half of the lap is generally, I'd say it's probably easier than the second half of the lap. Although the chicanes in general are quite tricky. The first chicane is definitely easier than the second one. Oh my days! I thought I was just going to bounce off there and carry on. That's not fair. Okay, I will catch up with you again very shortly. Oh my god, I'm supposed to be commentating. I'm doing it again. Very sorry about that. Yes, I just had something very interesting happen, to say the least. So stay tuned after the times are given, and there will be a bonus clip at the end of this episode. I'll explain more at the end of the video. But we've got 2 laps left now, including the one that I'm on, and I'm yet to get a full lap in without crashing, which is problematic, to say the least. So I need to get a good lap, or just not even a good lap, I just need to get a lap together without crashing. I'm not going to jinx it by saying anything, so I'm just going to concentrate and try and get through the tricky chicane without clipping one of the bloody hell, without clipping one of the bales. Well, that didn't go well. 1 lap left. Catch up with you for it. Okay, I've come around the last corner and I'm about to start my final lap, where I need to get a clean lap together. That was nerve-wracking there. I thought I'd clip one of the bales. Finally got a half-decent run out of there. Let the car do its thing with its upgraded power across the bridge, and start planning my route into the hairpin at the top. Nice wide entry. Braking early so we can get a nice tight line around there. Letting the car grip as much as it wants to or not around the S-bend, because it seems to be pretty stable through there. Maybe go for a slight lift this lap around there, because it doesn't seem to like the corner too much. Yep, taking out the stop sign. See if we can get a nice clean route. That was a nice line through there. So far on the lap, we've done this bit generally quite easily, but I've really struggled with this chicane, this cut. So I'm going to take it nice and easy. Probably could have gone quite a bit faster through there, but I just needed to get a clean time in. We're braking a bit late for the final corner, not using the handbrake, running very wide. Oh, nearly clipping the pole and coming across the line. So I'll catch up with you for the scores in just a second. For the second week running, we have a really interesting result for the scores. Now, this Rebel I was expecting it to be the slowest that we take around the track so far anyway, and it was. It was the slowest, both standard and fully upgraded. The standard time was a 1 minute 13, pretty much exactly, and the fully upgraded time was roughly a 1 minute 9.5, which is well off the pace. It's over 10 seconds slower than the Masacro in both categories. But the gain was 3.5 seconds, which was half a second more than the Masacro. But that's like nothing compared to the 6.5 seconds, nearly, that the Sultan gained. So my theory of a slower car has a bigger gain and a faster car has a slower gain, or a smaller gain, that kind of hasn't really happened. Because although the Rebel's got a better gain than the Masacro, it's far, far less than the Sultan, like 3 seconds off it. So I don't really know what sort of trend we're going to have in the table. I thought originally it was going to be sort of grouping the different classes together. And then I thought maybe about the different speeds might be affecting it, the speed of the car as it is. I'm thinking now maybe that the speed within the class is the trend. For like the... Oh no, that doesn't even work either, because the Blade is quicker than the Dukes and it's got a better gain. I was thinking it might be an inverse relationship there, but I don't know. But it's a very interesting result. I look forward to the next week's episode, where we have one of the vehicles from the new update, I think. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. So until then, I will see you then. Until then, I will see you then. Of course, until then, I'll see you then. I don't even know, I'm giving up now. Hastings out. Goodbye.